various reasons. So in Canada in the 70s, the Canadian government chose a town at random. It seems to genuinely have been random. It's a town called Dauphin. It's anyone who knows Canada, it's about 4 hours out of Winnipeg. And they said to a big group of people in this town, we're going to give you guys, for the foreseeable future, we're going to give all of you a guaranteed basic income. We're going to give you the equivalent of, in today's money, 15,000 US dollars, right? There's nothing you can do that means we'll take it away from you. And there's nothing you have to do in return for it. You're citizens of our country. We want you to have a good life, right? It was partly because they had a kind of welfare system, but it was a lot of people were falling through the cracks, and they wanted to do a little experiment to see would this work better. And this was studied very carefully by a woman I interviewed called Dr. Evelyn Forget to see what happened. And loads of interesting things happened. People spent more time with their kids. Very few people quit work, but a lot of people turned down shitty jobs, so actual overall work standards improved because employers had to attract people with better standards. But for me, the most interesting thing is there was a huge fall in depression and anxiety, right? Depression and anxiety that was so severe people had to be hospitalized fell by 9%. Which is remarkable in just 3 years. And then the program ended. Dr. Forget said to me, I thought so much about that what I'd learned about the cow. Dr. Forget said, that's an antidepressant, right? We should expand our idea of an antidepressant to be anything that reduces depression. Right. That should include pills, but also, so you're totally right. I mean, look, I grew up, my dad's a bus driver, my mum worked in a shelter, my grandmother cleaned toilets. Financial anxiety is a massive driver of the despair. More than half of all Americans have not, because of the incredible financial pressure they've been put under, got $500 set aside for if a crisis comes along, right? So you're talking about, that's a huge and again, that's really important because explain to people, if that's making you depressed and anxious, don't let a doctor tell you you've just got a To learn more on this, check out my book and audiobook on depression, Lost Connections.